Okay, thanks for you guys for watching, and this video is made because 6 subscribers have asked if I could make it. They want to see what I did to this 971 Panamera 4E hybrid to get so much horsepower and if it was worth it. So first I'm going to show you guys me just driving it normally. I've got the valves off, so it's the quietest mode as it can with my aftermarket exhaust, and just enjoy that, and then I'll go into what I did to the car. Sounds okay. So at first I thought you could just do the turbo upgrades and you would get, honestly I was thinking you'd get 800 horsepower, but that's not exactly how it works. The ones that I picked, they were saying I could get 640 plus. So I was like, okay, that's still pretty good. I'm gonna go for it. I went for it. And then I found out I could get more than that, but on the fuel that we're going to use 99 RON. If I went higher, I could get more performance out of it, but it's hard to find, and I wanted this to be like a daily and convenient to use. So I said, okay, to get the performance, I ended up having to change quite a lot of other parts as well. So I'll give you the list that I can remember. There were other parts that we had to change. I just can't remember what they were, honestly. So with the turbos, I had to do upgraded downpipes. I had to go for sport cats. And that's only because I wanted to. I don't want to pollute more than I have to, and I want to make sure it passes all its emissions tests. And I had to go for a full exhaust. So that's quite a lot of extra money right there. I'm going to let you guys figure out what exhaust you would go for, but I went with Army Tricks. So I think that was close to like 4,500 pound or 5,000 pounds. They're expensive. Downpipes were expensive, I think 2,500. The turbos cost me 5,000 something. You can get them cheaper if you give them your core, and then for exchange they give you a discount. I didn't want to do that because I knew eventually I would sell the car and needed to return it to stock. I would rather just sell the parts. So that's what I did. I think this turbo is also really restrictive because of the charge coolers, and it's really hard to find that part, honestly, for the Porsche Panamera. I had to source a company that made it for Audi, and then I had a fabricator fit it and custom make it to fit the Panamera. So that was costly, but you know, it worked out. Power wise, I was making 748 horsepower and 960 torque. It felt fast, but was it worth spending over 20,000 pounds to make this car that fast? And the answer is no, it really wasn't. My friend had a same car as me, the 971 Panamera, but he had a GTS. It comes with a 4 liter instead of the 2.9 that I had. And all he did was a tune, and he was a little bit over 700 horsepower. And because that car is so much lighter, honestly, when I drove them back to back, I preferred his over mine, even though mine had more power. It's just the weight of this hybrid system really, you feel it when you're pushing the car hard. And I don't think it was worth spending this much money on it because honestly, 20 grand, I could have just bought a turbo. And honestly, I think that's the way you should go if you're looking at this stuff now, because it's very expensive. And I think a turbo will still stomp this car. All you gotta do is get a turbo, 3.3 seconds, 0 to 60, I think, and you get a tune on it. That thing would be a beast, and you could get way better performance than this for quite a lot less. So hopefully this has helped you guys out. And I did also do intake. I had to do a BMC filter, just remember that. I had a few tunes done to it. It was okay. I got a little video. I didn't want the car to be too loud. I wanted it kind of to be a sleeper until I put my foot down. It did that. The brakes would have needed to be done. It was too fast for the car setup. I would have needed new suspension too to make it stiffer, and I would have needed way bigger brakes, because this thing got up and moved, and the brakes just were not up for the job of stopping it, which is kind of unfortunate. And I think if you did this with the GTS, which is the one I'm probably going to do next if I do another one, you can really get that thing going, because it's a turbo engine in that car. They just detune it. So a little bit of tuning, if you want to go crazy, put the turbos on it, by all means you could do that. With my car, I also had to change all the fuel system and like injectors and all that, and that was a cost I didn't realize that you had to do when you do turbos. It's quite a lot involved, honestly. But all in all, I don't think it's worth it. 20 is a lot of money. You're better off always buying the best one in the lineup. So the turbo, if you're going to do a Porsche or an AMG and then modify that, because you're getting so much more. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and please like and subscribe. And let me know if you guys want me to make anything else. Like, this was made because 6 people asked me for this video.